Well, we're hearing from a senior Mexican federal law enforcement source that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the most notorious drug trafficker in the world, was transferred very, very early this morning from the Altiplano penitentiary in Almoloya de Juarez, where he had been held, to a penitentiary in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. We're told from this source this is due to the proximity to the United States. This is part of the extradition process, and this will make it easier and take more steps towards that extradition process to the U.S. We know that El Chapo is currently facing charges in 7 states in the United States, among them California and San Diego, also in El Paso, Texas, right across the border from Ciudad Juarez, as well as Chicago, Illinois. We had heard in the past that presumably El Chapo would first go and be extradited to Chicago because they have witness testimonies that could put his hands there on the drugs that were trafficked to Chicago. There's no timeline so far. We're not hearing a timeline from this senior Mexican federal law enforcement source, but we are being told that very, very early this morning, according to local reports, about 2 a.m. local time, that El Chapo was transferred from just outside of Mexico City to Ciudad Juarez there in Mexico on the border there with the United States. What I find interesting, Frederica, is that where he was held in that penitentiary was the equivalent of Supermax in Colorado. It was the most secure prison in all of Mexico, despite that El Chapo was able to escape from that prison. Having said that, he's now being transferred to another penitentiary. We can only assume that he's under heavy watch, heavy security. But the prison where he was being held just outside of Mexico City, that was the most secure prison in all of Mexico. Now we can only assume he's in a prison that's not as secure, but of course being watched very, very tightly by Mexican security officials.